Broadcasting from the outskirts of Minnie's Melodyland, under the cloud. You're listening to Toontown Radio, episode 39.
39.
That's right, 39. Podcast Rewritten. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Toons.
What's up, guys? I'm sitting in a puddle of serotonin. I just heard that song, and it made me so happy.
I do really, really enjoy that song.
So do I.
Hey, guys, we have a great show coming up for you. I've been very, very active this past week.
You have.
I have been
very active in the game.
I've been extremely active. I've been interacting with a lot of people online, helping out a lot of folks helping me out.
Yeah.
Completed a couple of tune tasks and all that. But, you know, before we get into all that, it's 80 degrees out here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Hot.
It's hot. I put the air conditioning on.
Didn't it just snow like a couple weeks ago?
It feels like it snowed a couple of days ago.
I was making snowmen outside.
Right. I had to put the air conditioning on in the Podcast Rewritten Toontown Radio studios because it's so hot out. And, you know, you get all serotonin and we got to try to keep you as cool as possible.
It's kind of sticky in here.
Right, because, you know, you are getting married soon.
I am. So, yeah, guys, next week I am getting married in Florida. So exciting. So luckily you're not missing an episode next week because we're bi-weekly still.
Right, we are bi-weekly.
But the following week I will be on my honeymoon.
So we're going to skip an episode or what's going on with that?
Yeah, so we don't know what we're going to do with that right now.
Yeah. We'll keep you posted on Instagram.
Yeah, we will keep you guys posted.
Are you going to have internet access on your honeymoon? Are you going to like Bali or Bora Bora or Fiji? Will you actually have internet access?
Yes, so I will have internet access.
Good. Perfect. We
don't
want to know, specifically where you're going to go.
I'm not going to say where I'm going on my honeymoon, but I will have internet access, so I might play Toontown at nighttime. You know, when my husband's on his
Your
game
what?
at night. My husband,
I don't want
my
to
soon-to-be. Yes.
I don't want to.
So I will have internet access.
Annie, I was looking over the Toontown Rewritten analytics yesterday. We have a lot of new countries joining us.
We've been having a lot of new places lately.
A lot of new countries. One of them was extremely interesting to me. It also happens to be one of my favorite meals.
Really?
Yes. Turkey.
Turkey?
The country of Turkey has joined Podcast Rewritten. I'd like to say welcome to the country of Turkey. As is tradition on Podcast Rewritten, as everybody already knows, I am fluent in more than 800 forms of communication. Everybody knows that. I do happen to speak Turkish. So to our Turkish listeners, I would just like to say, Gostit ya hashgai ganits.
That is so impressive.
Yeah, of course it's impressive. When are you going to learn how impressive I actually am?
Trust me, I know.
Do you know?
I know.
Do you?
I know it.
I don't know.
They know it. We know it.
Now everybody knows it.
Now everybody knows it.
Welcome. For everybody out there who doesn't speak Turkish, I just said welcome to the show.
Shoy ko yokoso.
Shoy ko yokoso. That's welcome to the show in Japanese.
In Japanese.
Very good, Annie.
Thank
you see, when you tune into Toontown Radio, not only do you get fantastic entertainment, but you get an education.
You get an education. That's right.
Isn't that wonderful?
You get to actually learn something.
Isn't that wonderful? So we should get some kind of like a federal education grant, shouldn't we?
We should.
And it's actually interesting because everybody who knows us knows that we are mainly of Italian descent, but we actually have a little bit of Middle Eastern in us.
That is true. We do joke a lot, but we do actually have a little bit of Middle Eastern.
We do have some like Turkish and Cyprus and Iraq and
a little bit of Egyptian.
A little bit of Egyptian, and all of those areas are like right around Turkey. Turkey actually sits, I think, just north of like Saudi Arabia, I think just west of Iraq.
Yep.
So it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's not far from Italy. either, which
not
is
far.
which is probably why we've got all that in
Exactly.
our DNA. Probably one of our great grandfathers was like, "Hey, what's going on? You know, you look whatever
Yes,
happened
exactly.
happened." And so anyway, Annie, we have a ton of comments on our
We
Instagram
do.
and Twitter and emails and all this and stuff. Why don't you read a couple while I drink my coffee?
So I'm going to start with an email that we actually got this
I
week.
love emails.
I love emails too. It's a little bit more sincere, I feel.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's so sincere about it?
That they took the time to seek out our email and, you know.
I like when we get actual postage mail.
So do I. And
That's
if you
the
guys,
ultimate
if you
sincereness.
guys didn't know, on our link tree in our Twitter bio and in our Instagram bio is our fan mail address.
Here's some fan mail
Wave
right
it
here.
in the microphone.
I'm gonna wait.
Yep.
Actual
We've
fan
gotten
mail.
a few
Yeah,
fan mail before.
We've gotten several.
So yeah, you can go find that address. Anyway, so from Sir Mac says, "Hi guys, I go by Sir Mac online, and I just wanted to say that you're doing a great job with your podcast. Even though I'm a veteran of the game, I enjoy hearing you guys talk about what's new in Toontown and its community, such as in-game events and especially fan-made projects like Toonopoly. Keep up the good work. Sincerely, Sir Mac."
You know, I feel like I've seen Sir Mac.
I have in game.
Have you?
He's been to a couple meetups.
Okay,
and
that's where I know
I've
him
actually, I'm friends with Sir Mac in game. I'm pretty sure, and
Are
he's
you?
come to a couple of my parties I've
Yeah,
thrown.
I feel like he wears gloves, maybe, or
All
maybe
dudes
I've-
wear gloves.
You know, do they really?
Yes.
I guess that would make sense.
I think he wears a hat. though.
Maybe
he wears a
maybe
hat.
I wear a hat in game.
You're wearing a hat right now.
I'm wearing my.
You're wearing a pretty cool hat.
This is a pretty cool hat. What do you think of this hat?
I wish they could see it.
Yeah, I wish they
It's a
could
cool
too.
hat.
Let's see here.
couple
You've got more comments.
more
I'm
comments.
sorry. Go ahead.
Let me start out over here. So, Madonna Queen 12 says, "Do I spot a wild Barney in his natural habitat with a green enchilada?" Referring to our meetup. Let me see. Cool Blue JG says, "Best meetup ever. Also, congratulations to the winners."
Oh.
I think that is actually a past giveaway winner.
Could be,
Cool
yeah.
Blue. Yep.
Yeah, because I think I recognize that name as well.
Yep. Audrey Oddman says, "It was such a fun meetup."
It
And
was a fun meetup.
That is it for this week's
That's it for this week's
comments.
comments. Wonderful. Thank you, Sir Mac, and everybody else who commented on
yes.
Instagram and Twitter. So about that meetup.
About that meetup, yes.
That was a very successful meetup.
It was.
We had a good time. You and I, kind of a little bit of sort of like a behind the scenes, right? So on the night of our meetup, Annie and I are usually either at my estate or her estate, and we're on speakerphone, and we're just as excited as you guys are. Like
Yep.
we're
Hyping each other up.
We're like hyping each other up. Like, okay, what time should we go? And it's
Right.
usually like if we do it at like 9 p.m. Central, it's usually like 8:50, and we're sitting there like, okay, let's pop in like 8:58 and just like surprise everybody,
Right.
like it's the Oscars or something like
Exactly.
that, and like we're about to get smacked by.
I wonder
Will
how many
Smith.
people's there.
Right. I wonder how many people are there, and this and that, and so like we're just as excited. So that's kind of what's like going on
Exactly.
behind the scenes, and like you guys give us so much energy, and this particular meetup, the beans, and just
Yep.
the energy. And
I actually forgot to throw one of my Bean Unites. Like, I was so...
So you had an extra one?
Yeah, there was so much going on.
yeah, and there was so many.
Yeah,
beans, and
afterwards I
people-
was like, oh, no, one of mine was
people
still
were
there.
throwing beans,
Mm-hmm.
and usually we have a bunch of sort of like pre-selected questions that we
Yep.
like to ask you guys during the meetup. Kind of like an informal interview, sort
Yeah.
of. And I mean, you know, it's just fantastic, and we enjoy it so much, and we hope that you guys enjoy it as well. And you know, it seems like you do. So it was a fantastic meetup. We enjoyed the heck out of it, and congratulations to the two lucky winners,
Yes, Cupcake and Bobert Mouse.
Cupcake and who?
Bobert Mouse.
Bobert Mouse.
Yes, congrats, you guys.
Excellent. The prize packs went out a day ago, 2 days
yesterday,
ago?
yes.
Yesterday, yes.
Yesterday.
That went out in the mail.
Was
and
it today? It was yesterday or today? They went
something
out?
like that. And they're coming in a bright purple envelope, so you won't miss it.
Yes, so be on the lookout for those. And also, the pins and the keychains have a protective, peel on them. So remember to peel those off.
Peel that off. Enjoy it. Love it. I
Yep.
love them. I think
and
they're
stay
absolutely
tuned for the
fantastic.
next meetup announcement, you guys.
Yeah, we usually try to do it
About once a month.
Once a month. Sometimes it's later in the month. Sometimes earlier in the month. I saw that Toontown finally did the name moderation update.
Yes.
Which was,
That's exciting.
think, and a lot of people think it was much needed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
would you like me to?
Yeah, why don't you?
Okay.
I could
can go over
talk
this.
about it. You
Doesn't
could
matter.
talk about it. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so recently we tried to make a tune named Podcast Rewritten.
That's right.
And that got denied. Understandable. There's lots of different rules. But so recently they posted that you can actually make a tune with a name that has a social media handle or a gamer tag, which is super exciting.
I think that's fantastic.
I think that's fantastic as well. Of course, with that, there's going to be some rules. So, the names must be pronounceable and not contain any unnecessary letters. All references and names must be family friendly. Of course, kids play the game. Names cannot contain personally identifiable information, nor can they be confused for a real person.
So, for instance, I couldn't have a name Ralph from Idaho.
Right.
Gotcha.
Stuff like that. Names cannot describe personal relationships. So Ralph married to Jen.
Ralph married to Jen.
Exactly. Which is my mom. So if you want a full list of their name guidelines, head on over to toon.town/names. If one of your past name submissions meets all of the above, send an email over to support@toontownrewritten.com, and their name moderators will be happy to look into it.
Absolutely.
I guess that means
Resubmit
if
it.
you've tried to make a tune in the past
Resubmit
they denied it, you can resubmit it.
Yeah, because they
If
just...
you still have that tune.
If you still have that tune might be gone. It might have went the way of the dodo bird.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
That is extremely exciting. So we submitted a tune named Podcast Rewritten because now social media names are acceptable.
Yes,
right?
and it does not give our information. It's our social media handle.
It's our social media handle. So I could have a tune named Bad Side Effects because that's my gamer tag on Xbox. Everybody add me. Bad Side Effects. BADSIDEFX.
Exactly.
I think that's so cool. Okay, so that's fantastic. We're hopefully going to be running around the playgrounds as Podcast Rewritten.
As Podcast Rewritten, a dog. We're a dog too.
We're a dog.
Yep.
Because dogs are cool. Why weren't we an alligator?
I honestly don't know.
Is it an alligator or is it a crocodile?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Somebody let us know.
Let us know.
Please. Annie, what's today, the 30th?
Today is March the 30th.
What's tomorrow?
Is tomorrow the 31st, right? The 31st.
Okay.
Well, what's the next day?
There goes that segue. What's the next day?
The next day is April the 1st.
And what does that mean?
April Fool's Day, a.k.a. the start of April Toons Week.
Now, Toontown Rewritten is going to be doing something special for April Toons Week, aren't they? And that's going to run from the 1st through the 8th?
To the 8th.
Is that correct? So, a little bit more than a week.
Yeah, about a week and a day.
And you know all about this, don't you?
I do know all about this.
Do you know, everything about it,
I know
inside
all about
out?
it. Yep. All about it.
Is this something they do every year, or what's going on with this?
Now
Talk
they
to
do,
me.
yeah.
Really?
Pretty much, yeah.
Fantastic. Tell us about it.
Okay, so courtesy of toontownrewritten.fandom.com, I'm going to be reading off of. Thank you so much, toontownrewrittenfandom.com. So April Toons Week is an annual event. It runs from April 1st to April 8th. The first week of April marks the time where Toontown silly levels rise at grand proportions.
Oh my! Wait a minute. Grand
proportions? Absolute grand proportions.
That's amazing.
The most common form of silliness that tends to occur during April Toons Week are gravitational anomalies, which I will get to in a second. However, there's no telling of how silly Toontown may get each year. At this time, Fluffy also arrives to Toontown Central, in which he offers limited time toon tasks. Now, these limited time toon tasks reward the emergency cream pack and the cog buster outfit, and also 401 jelly beans. I am so excited to get the cream pack and the cog buster outfit because I missed it. I missed April Toons Week last year.
I'm excited for you to get it because I know I won't.
Yeah, I meant, well, you can pick those toon tasks.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
So I don't have to be like a 120
I don't think so.
laugh
No.
point? Oh, good, because I'm not. I'm still in the 50s.
I don't think you have to.
I'm a baby toon.
So the gravitational anomalies that are going to be happening.
This is what I'm excited about.
Are a silly surge effect. Gravitational anomalies are a silly surge effect on gravity that occur during Toontown's silliest holiday, April Toons Week. Certain buildings, such as Toon headquarters, float up into the air at random times, then get thrown back down. Toons would also begin to jump higher, allowing them to jump onto floating buildings whenever they are in need of a toon task completion. Would you like to hear some fun trivia?
Absolutely, I would.
Okay. So, at first, it was only Toons that would lose gravity, but ever since April 4th in 2015, the buildings and playgrounds have been affected as well.
That is something.
Another one. Toontown Central is the only playground to have the most buildings affected by the anomalies. The anomalies are based off an episode of the Disney TV show Gravity Falls, which is said to be one of Joey's favorite shows.
Joey's
Joey
our
Zukowski.
pal.
Our pal, Joey's
Uncle Joey.
Uncle Joey.
Gotcha.
Ironically, these anomalies occurred in Toontown Rewritten long before the show would premiere until summer of 2012. Most of the playgrounds have only one building that floats in the air. However, Toontown Central has the most buildings that float up. During April Toons Week in 2015, the Toonfest Tower would float up. This happened because Toonfest 2014 returned for a limited time, renamed as Barbecue Headquarters. Very interesting.
Interesting. I love it. So, you know something? You are like the princess of trivia.
I am the princess of trivia.
And where did we get that particular info from? Give them a plug again.
ToontownRewritten.fandom.com.
Perfect. Fantubulous.
Fantubulous.
Okay. I was scrolling around on YouTube the other day, came across a video from our pal, your pal, Panda Phil. Aren't you like friends with him? Didn't he help you with something you were doing? No?
We're pals. That you're thinking of Duckington Finch.
Duckington Finch. I'm sorry.
You're thinking of something
But
else.
I'm talking about Panda Phil just actually released
You're thinking
new
of a different segment
video.
that we're about to do next.
Panda Phil released a video on being a partner, and we were just talking about partnership last episode, and he was kind of talking about the responsibility of being a partner. Did you actually watch the video?
I did.
I thought it was a fantastic.
I thought it was great. Yeah, for anybody that is thinking about applying for the partner program once it opens back up.
Once it opens back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a fantastic video. I think that anybody, even if you're not a Toontown Rewritten creator, even if you just want to kind of know about what goes into the partner program and what the partner program could be.
Exactly.
Because he kind of talks about what he hopes the partner program will eventually be. Watch that video. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
I love it.
He's extremely insightful, and his accent is just awesome.
I love his accent.
His accent's incredible. Goodness. The British accent is just, I think, the coolest accent. And believe me, here in Tennessee, we're in the Nashville area. I constantly get people coming up to me all the time. I love your accent. I'm like, I don't have an accent.
Right.
Right? Like constantly. People are like,
what
hey.
accent?
Right. People are like, hey, say this, say that. And I'm like, get away from me before I slap you upside your head because I don't have an accent.
Right.
So
You have an accent,
You
bud.
have the so like his accent's really really cool.
Yep.
It's extremely like relaxing, calming, sedating.
Yes.
But great video.
If you want to find that video, we actually retweeted it on our Twitter.
Oh, did we really?
We did.
I didn't know that because I have nothing to do with any of that.
Yes. So our Twitter is at podcast rewrit.
Yeah. How did we end up with that?
Because you can only use a certain amount of letters. We couldn't do the whole thing. You could also find us through our Instagram by going to our link tree.
Linktree.
And our Twitter is on there. So we retweeted his video.
We also have podcastrewritten.com. We've got it parked, but we don't have anything on it.
Yeah.
But
Eventually.
we will at some point.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, eventually. Anyway, so and then our pal Duckington Finch has got some new merch, doesn't he?
Yes. So I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with...
You are. I mean, I'm actually surprised that you're not wearing Duckington Finch
That
merch
shirt? Oh
right
my gosh.
now. You are actually wearing a podcast rewritten shirt right now. Not available to the public, by the way.
Yes, not available. But so the shirt I bought from him, actually, I try to wear it as little as possible because I don't want to wash it. I don't want it to get
Right, I
yeah.
got you. You don't want it to like fade.
Exactly.
Right, I got you.
It's
not
amazing.
that it would. I mean,
Right.
I'm sure it's fine, but you just want
I
to
just want
keep
to
it
stay
crisp.
right. So recently, on his merch site, let me actually pull it up because
Why don't you do
I wanna
that?
look at it.
Pull up his site, which I'm sure you've probably got it bookmarked.
I want to pull it up.
And parked on your whatever they call that
Right, all right.
homepage on your phone.
So he posted recently new Toonie tie-dye merch drop. And so the design is actually by Lavender, who is a Toontown Rewritten staff member. She does, let me look. I want to say exactly what she does. She's a graphic designer for Toontown. Okay, and her work, I mean, is so good.
Yeah.
She's done some art for us before.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I was
incredible.
just gonna say I've seen it, and she accepts commissions.
Yes, she does
doesn't
accept
she?
commissions.
Yeah,
I don't know if she currently is, but you can actually go on her Twitter. But yeah, so Lavender did this. It's actually based off of the tie-dye shirt in the clothing catalog on Toontown Rewritten.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Oh, wow, that's cool.
It's so cool.
Oh, is that the one that's his actual merch? That is
Yes,
awesome.
yes. So you can find this on his merch shop. I think we tweeted this also. I'm not sure.
So wait a minute.
If
So
we didn't, I don't know why. Yes, we did tweet this. Okay.
So you can actually match outfits with your
Yeah,
Toon.
exactly.
Oh, how great
So
is
you
that?
can be wearing this while your Toon is wearing the tie-dye shirt.
Very, very clever, Duck. Very
Yes,
clever.
very clever.
Finch man. Extremely clever. Annie, while everybody was asleep, on the 27th, Toontown Rewritten released an update. Are you aware?
I am aware.
Are you aware?
I am aware.
Update 3.2.0. Yeah? You
Yep.
are aware of this? March 27th, 2022, Toontown Rewritten version 3.2.0 went live, made various fix-ups and preparations for the upcoming April Toons Week holiday. Fixed various crashes related to boarding groups, which I heard was a slight problem. The Resistance Salute Animations text bubble now properly appears in your speed chat color of choice. In gardening, an issue is fixed that could lead to no shovel XP gained when picking flowers. Can you imagine how frustrating that was?
Yeah.
I can just imagine that. Fixed an issue that was getting Toon stuck when moving furniture in Toon Estates.
Oh, goodness.
Never had that problem personally, but I can imagine the frustration. Using animations in speed chat has been disabled in Cellbot Field Office minigames. Apparently, Toons were sliding around in the ice on their bellies like a penguin.
That is so... I wish I could see that.
Yeah. They should have maybe kept that in. That would have been okay.
That's so funny.
That would have been kind of cool. Okay, in battles, version 2.0 cogs have a new mechanic, reinforced plating, which is something that I think the partners play tested.
Yep.
This blocks damage per gig based on the level of the cog. During version 2.0 mega invasions, only some cog appearances will be version 2.0. Bossbot CEO battle. There is now a mix of regular and version 2.0 cogs throughout the battle rounds. Adjusted the number of cogs in the first battle round. Fixed some of the camera angles to improve visibility, which I heard was a slight problem, not anything huge. Made the banquet round slightly shorter. Adjusted the number of times you must serve a cog before it explodes in the banquet round. Cogs in the banquet round now take damage from oil cans and will keep said damage going into the second battle round if not defeated. If you let a cog go angry in the banquet round, their health will reset back to full. I can't even imagine that. That must be a disaster. In the final round, seltzer bottles now deal 6, 12, or 24 damage depending on strength. Conveyor belt snacks heal more generously than before.
That's good.
Yeah. After getting hit by a boss cog, toons now temporarily gain invulnerability from other attacks. Now, this was all stuff that was actually play tested by the partners, and this all went live on the 27th.
Shumi Shami did a good episode.
Yes,
on YouTube.
She did. I actually watched hers, and what's the other one I watched? Somebody else put out a video. I'll come back to that. COG golf courses. The 3 COG golf courses now reward 1120, 3020, and 5120 stock options, respectively. There is now one version 2.0 COG per floor in COG golf courses. The final battle against the club president features one additional level 12 version 2.0 COG. That is version 3.2.0 update.
So last episode, we actually went over this a little bit, but, I recommend going to Shumi Shami. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right.
Mega Snoop, that was it. That's the other.
Mega Snoop.
Yeah,
yep.
That's the other one I watched.
I recommend going to Shumi Shami's video. She just explains it so well.
Yeah,
she explains it so well.
Mega Snoop's video was based off Shimmy Shammy's video.
Right.
Who was a partner, but she gave it up. Is that correct?
Yes, she does so good on Twitch. She has lots. Right. She has a good
That's
following.
her thing. That's her thing.
Annie,
before we go to our what did you do in game, do you have anything else?
I don't.
Okay.
One thing I do have, though, is... So, yes, I'm getting married next week. The following week, we will not be doing an episode, so just stay tuned for
updates on that.
Update on that.
Okay. Should I go first?
Yeah.
Because so, ask me. What'd
you do in game?
Oh, man, what did I do in game? Annie, I bought a sailor cap. I bought a band leader cap. I bought the Splat backpack, which, by the way, I love.
You love it?
Should I just say I love it? Okay, so I had a couple of toon tasks that I've just been sitting on. I had to go visit Anna's Cruises, which is in Minnie's Melodyland. Okay. I had to defeat 16 bloodsuckers, but they were like kind of hard to find, and I was like, I don't want to go searching them out. I mentioned to somebody, the next thing you know, there was a bloodsucker invasion.
They probably made an invasion.
So I think somebody did that for me. Okay.
That's so
16 bloodsucker invasion on Tenor Terrace. Okay. Let's see here. Let me go over my notes real quick. Well, okay. So first I went into Anna's Cruises. Okay. And the first thing she says to me is, thanks for coming in so quickly. Meanwhile, I got this task 2 months ago. Okay? So, obviously, Anna has no conception of time at all. Okay. Thanks for coming in so quickly. And then she tells me, Lumberjack's ticket got taken by a glad handler. First of all, why is this my problem? I have no idea. Why did a glad handler take Lumberjack's ticket? I don't know, but yeah, don't worry about it. I got it. I'll take care of it. So I go defeat a glad handler. Nothing. Second glad handler. No.
Glad handler.
Do you have any idea how hard glad handlers ought to find? Impossible. Third one, he's got it. I slapped him. Don't you ever take a ticket again. Bring it back to her. Okay? Okay. Made my way back to Anna's, and she was like, oh, thanks. Go to Timber Equipment and ask for the singing lumberjack. I go in there. I'm greeted by the singing lumberjack. He says to me, "Great Googly Moogly." How is that a way to greet anybody? Great Googly Moogly. I'm going to start telling people I meet on the street, Great Googly Moogly. I want to see how they react to me. Okay, Great Moogly Moogly. Back to Anna's. She says to me, "Oh, Tabitha's Jazz Fest ticket got taken." By who? A glad handler.
Oh my gosh.
These glad handlers, let me tell you something. If I was back on duty, they'd be in problem. So I went, glad handlers, took it, got it back. Anna says, go to Ersatz for Cool Cats. I go in there. She says to me, "Cool, Daddy-O." Who taught these people how to speak? Great Googly Moogly, cool Daddy-O. I feel like I'm in an alternate dimension. Okay, back to Anna's.
That's great.
Anna says to me, "Barry's ticket got taken."
This is all one toon task?
Oh, this is all one endless task. So I had to run back to the playground because by this point I only had 3 laugh points left and no gags. No gags at all. So finally, she said the baritone barber's ticket got taken. I found it. Had to go back to the baritone barber. Found it. It's hidden on a cul-de-sac. This guy must
I was asking for a lot.
This guy must get no business at all. His business was so hard to find. Let me ask you something. Has anybody bothered to map out the businesses on the streets?
Yeah, you can. There's a button you can press and it shows you.
What?
Yeah. There's
Are
a button.
you kidding me?
There's a button on the keyboard and
No.
you can see the whole map of the street.
I can't. Are you kidding me?
I'm not joking you.
Okay, good. Okay, so I completed that. Now I can carry 100 jelly beans. Hooray for me. Great Googly Moogly.
After all that.
Daddy-O, yeah.
Thanks,
okay.
Anna.
Thanks, Anna. So I had to defeat 20 cash bots in Minnie's Melody Land. McDuke, a mouse, helped me, and our friend Dippy helped me.
Ooh.
With that one. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Let's see. I had to go into Dr. Fret's dentistry. I had to go reclaim a Cashbot cog building, and then Toontown crashed.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So then I went back in, and I figured I'll do a 1-star building by myself, right? It was a Cellbot building, not a Cashbot building.
Oh.
I felt so stupid.
I hate that.
What did I say to myself? Great
Googly
Moogly. So had to go back to the playground and get health and gigs. Found another, finally changed zones. I did it, completed it. Now I have teleport access to Minnie's Melody Land.
You did a lot, huh?
I did. And then I went to Leo's Fenders in Tenor Terrace, and I got my final, I got my task for the final track for my trap. Ooh. So I'm about to work on that. And my final question was, has anyone mapped out the streets, the stores on the streets? You tell me, all I got to do is push a button. Great Googly Moogly. I'm going to try that.
Yep.
I'm done.
Wow.
What did you do in
That's
game?
pretty intense.
Pretty intense.
All right, so my gameplay was not as intense this week. So recently I was, playing the game like 8 hours a day. Like I was just playing the game. Wow. And I did a lot for the resistance tasks, but this past week I was working on my alt named Chef Cutie.
You have an alt named Chef Cutie?
Chef Cutie, yes. Okay. She's a cat, and she's one of the fat toons.
Of course she is.
Yes. And she actually got her sound gag. She finished her soundtrack, and now she had to choose between drop and lore, and she chose drop. And I also got teleport access to Toontown Central, and now I am working on Donald's Dock.
You're what?
Got teleport access to Toontown Central.
Your alt toon. I'm saying to myself, surely you've
No,
had that forever.
Yes,
Your alt
my
toon.
alternate tune.
Chef Fat. I mean,
Chef-
Chef. I'm sorry, Chef,
Chef
what?
Cutie.
Chef Cutie.
Chef Cutie.
Now has teleport access to Donald Duck.
No, to Toontown Central.
To Toontown. Oh.
Toontown Central,
Well.
and now I'm working on Donald's Dock.
Great. Googly Moogly. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else?
No,
Well, Toons, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
we'll see you in a couple weeks. We'll keep you updated.
We'll keep
Stay
you
tuned
updated.
for the announcement of when our next episode will be, because we'll be busy getting married.
Well, you'll be getting married,
Yep, I'll be getting married.
but I'll be there.
You'll be walking me down the aisle.
See you, Toons.
See you, Toons.